All right, we bring in Rick Gehman. And Rick, boy, I didn't expect to be talking about Tiger Woods in the top 10 or in red numbers as he gets in day one. I just wanted him to get in, right? You just wanted to see him complete those 18 holes. Not only did he do that, there were very few blemishes on his scorecard. What did you think by watching him today, his first action since that car crash?
Yeah, round one at the Masters for Tiger Woods was both impressive and fair. We'll start with the fair side of it. I thought a lot of his good shots that he hit were rewarded. He did make kind of a sloppy bogey on number 8. That's where he was 50 yards out, hitting his third shot in, and he didn't hit the green. So it makes a sloppy one there. And the few tee shots that got away from him left, they caused blemishes, specifically there on 9, but he was able to save par on 18. So I think it was a very fair round. But from the impressive side of things, Chris, let's just zoom out a little bit. Tiger Woods, by the time he had finished, beating the rest of the field average by 3 strokes, 17 months after his last competitive round and being under par at the Masters. I mean, it's almost unfathomable that we have gotten here as quickly as we have, but Tiger is capable of doing things that many people think he cannot ever do.
Oh, so the question is, and I think it's twofold, is this sustainable? Is it sustainable, one, that he's able to scramble and the short game comes through and he makes these par putts, a couple of big par saves? That's one. But I think the bigger one that we're wondering about is it sustainable continuing to walk up and down those grounds, all that undulation all the way through Sunday? What do you think?
I lean towards the no side of it for the body. I mean, let's look at Tiger Woods. He was walking quite gingerly over the course of these 18 holes. You couldn't tell when he was swinging the golf club, but in between shots, you could tell he was tired, and there were some spots on that golf course that were giving him a bit of bother. Now, I guess the good news in the short term, he's going to get the long layoff to his second round. He's not going to tee off until the afternoon on Friday. That gives him a lot of time to rest, recuperate, do whatever he needs to do. But looking to play 3 more rounds over the course of this event and what we've already seen kind of take out of him in round 1, I would be even more impressed if he was able to continue this. I think, Chris, most prognosticators, myself included, thought that as the week goes on for Tiger Woods, the rounds will probably get worse. Now, he went out and shot something under par in round 1, which is better than I think a lot of us expected. But I think the general consensus is that things are going to get continually more difficult for him.
Okay, what does he need to do better if he is going to be in the conversation come Sunday?
Yeah, he needs to drive the ball better. I mean, there are unofficial strokes gain numbers out there. They're not official from the Masters, but he lost strokes off the tee in his opening round, and we saw it in full effect on number 18, where he kind of clips a tree and the drive goes 190 yards. I mean, Augusta National is hard enough as it is. You cannot have that miss. I also worry that he kind of had a little bit of a two-way miss at times with that driver. The opening hole, he had that wipey fade out to the right that he was disgusted by, that only went 260 something yards. And then, of course, he yanked a couple of drives left with the double cross. So if he could get the driver figured out, I thought the rest of his game was stout. He had distance control with his irons and his wedges, the short game, which we know is something that he's been able to work on pretty consistently, even through the rehabilitation process. And then, of course, that putter has been known to bail him out at times. All that stuff looks good. So he needs to find a way to find more fairways and drive it a bit better.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Rick, how satisfied should he be after carding that opening round 71?
How satisfied should he be? 10. How satisfied is he? Probably 1, right? We know the expectations for this guy are so different. He legitimately believes, whether other people believe this or not, that he can win his 6th Masters this year. He legitimately believes that. Now, I think he has to be quite satisfied because, again, by the time he finished 3 shots better than the field average in his first competitive round, it's not going to satisfy him, Chris, but he is at least putting himself in a position to maybe run on adrenaline, run on experience, and just try to make some noise over the course of his final 3 rounds.
What a story. What a comeback for Tiger Woods. Back in 2019, the comeback wasn't complete until he won a major championship. 2022, the comeback's complete. Made it back in 14 months from that horrific car crash. He completed a round under par at the Masters. Rick Gehman with us here on CBS Sports HQ. And you can continue to watch Tiger and everybody else out on the hallowed grounds of Augusta National via Masters Live. You can access that at cbssports.com with the CBS Sports app and streaming on Paramount+. CBS has our broadcast coverage on Saturday and Sunday afternoon and evening. First Cut podcast, they're going to have all the reaction from Augusta and the first round of the Masters a little bit later on. Check out the First Cut podcast. Our great golf gurus always have your back, and they have winning picks each and every week as well.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.